as promised some weeks back now, Welcome back. I promised some time ago that we would show some gadgets from camping and in the kitchen, and Nicola's gonna do that now for us. So roll the intro.
Hey guys, we attend the COVID motorhome show and the various caravan shows around the country, and we like to keep an eye out for gadgets that help with camping. And we've come across a few that I use in the kitchen. So the first one is these little collapsible containers, and the way they work is you just flick the tops out and then push them down, and that gives you your little container. They can be a little tricky to get the lids on, but I just push from the side, trying not to push from the top. It's easier to push on the top as you push the sides on, but if you just push the sides, then they go on really easily. They've got a little rubber bung in the top that you pull open, so if you've got a smaller amount to put in it, then you can put them in, push it down, and then push the bung closed, and that keeps them dry and clean. And they're waterproof. I've got ice and sugar in this one, and flour in this one, and as you can see, there's no flour dust coming out of that, so they're airtight. These ones are for the half tomatoes, the half onions, half lemons, that sort of thing that you cut and then have to store. And they just work, they're little rubber basically feet, and you just push them over the edge of the cut onion or tomato, and pop it into your fridge, and that keeps it fresh for probably up to a week. It works really well. I like avocados, but I can usually only manage half an avocado at a time, so they've got a version for avocados, and same thing, you just push the avocado in, and the good thing is it's got a space for if you have the stone in or the stone out. So then just push it in and keep it fresh, and that keeps it fresh for about a week as well. Surprisingly, you don't get that horrible brown colouring that it gets when it's exposed to the air. The other ones are these bag seals, and it took me a little while to work out how these actually worked. They look very easy when you buy them, but they can be a bit tricky. So we use them for the cereal bags, and it keeps it fresh. And the good thing about it is they just slide on, and you just fold over the bag, slide it on, and that seals it. And it seals it so well that you can see that I've got a plastic bag here. It's got a bit of water in it, and it's completely sealed. So we store both water and cereal, and it keeps it airtight, so it keeps it fresh. And they come in different lengths. The quarter-acre pot we covered in a previous post, but this has been a boom. It's just basically an updated Dutch oven. It's got your outer pot, and you just press the button and out comes your pot. You basically cook your stew or roast chicken or casserole or cakes. I must admit I haven't had much success with cakes, but the meat dishes have been really good. And that tends to go into your bottom pot, and I often cook rice to go in the top pot. And then on the stove for 15 minutes, then it goes straight back in here into the oven, and then close the lid. It's all insulated, and then it goes into the insulated bag, into the back of the shed, and then by the time that we're down wherever we are, then it's ready to eat. Sort of anywhere between 1 and 5 hours, and you're pretty well right. So you can travel quite a way and then not have to cook when you get there. And there's a recipe book that goes with that as well. And last but not least, we've got the old-fashioned stacking saucepans, the one with the steamer, because we only have a little wee oven with one element on it, so those stack and easy, so I can put my potatoes in there and peas in there. But we don't, of course, we don't, as you know, we don't have a huge caravan, so we don't have anywhere to put the hot pots. So I bought a trivet. So, and of course, being a small caravan, everything has to be double use. So that acts as a trivet, and then if we need a bag for going around seeing people and taking a bit of chips, things like that, chips, basket, fruit basket, lollies, whatever works. It turns into a basket and it makes it just an easy way to carry stuff, and it looks quite neat and it's quite intriguing. Then when you finish with it, if you want to clean it, you just turn it the other way and then just wipe it clean, and then it's back to being a trivet or a cutting board, or just somewhere to put something hot so you don't damage your surfaces. And that's basically it. They've been a real boon, and yeah, we've really enjoyed them, and it's quite fun having gadgets to play with too, I must admit. Cool, thank you.
There you go, some lovely gadgets. Thank you, Nicola, for sharing the time with us and showing those gadgets and various devices that you can use when you're camping. On top of that, I'd just like to add another thing is don't forget to hit the like and subscribe and the bell so you get notified of any future videos we do, and that would be great. So until next week, once again, thank you very much. See you next week. Bye.